Good day, it is Rick with LearnDigitalAdvertising.com, and today we are going to use Google Analytics to analyze mobile traffic. First thing I will say is we are using Google's demo account, which is free to everybody. Just Google it, look it up, and look for the link in this post. You can actually access this and look through their data, specific to a store I think that they have. And the idea there is that you can do all of your testing and learning in there and obviously implement yourself on your website at some point. So first, mobile report we're going to look at, the most basic and the least informative. We're going to go audience, mobile, and overview. Now what this report does, as you can see, let me move myself out of the way here, is we can look by device category and just get some very basic information. So here you see desktop, mobile, and tablet, the three device categories that we currently access. And you'll get all your basic acquisition, behavioral, and conversion data. So we can see on desktop how many users and sessions there were. We can see the bounce rate. We can look at e-commerce revenue and transaction and conversion rate. We can go over to mobile here and do the same thing, and we can note the same data and maybe note that mobile traffic is converting higher in terms of e-commerce for Google, and tablet is converting even higher than that. So this is just a very rudimentary, basic way to say, on the whole, for all users, how is mobile converting and performing, and how much traffic is coming from it relative to other reports or other methods. So I say this is very basic because you don't want to make any decisions based on the global. I think the devil's always in the details, and if you were to segment this type of traffic by a specific source or medium or ad campaign, this may look very different. We do have other videos on segmentations, but you may want to combine this with certain segmentations to figure out what to really do more at like the campaign level or source or medium level. That was the most basic thing to do. What we always recommend is that you learn segmentation, because segmentation is the best tool in Google Analytics. So let's just say we wanted to get way more in the weeds with mobile devices. We will do that by using segments. So by default, all users are chosen. We are going to add a new segment. And there's a system segment that Google provides for mobile. And what we'll do is choose that segment and apply it. In addition to that, I'm going to get rid of all users here, and I'm actually going to switch this out with desktop, because we're going to do a comparison. We're going to get way more in the weeds here. So now that I've set both mobile and desktop up top here, I'm going to look at things like a behavior report, for example. Let's go ahead and look at the landing page report. By pulling both of these segments in here, it then takes every single report that you have access to in Google Analytics and compares them. So instead of just looking at all users, we can directly see for the home page how much of the traffic was mobile versus desktop and what that turned into in terms of transaction. And we can go page by page at this level. In addition to that, we could look at acquisition reports and look at like a channel specific view and say, now let's take a look at organic search and what portion of our organic search traffic is coming from mobile versus desktop, and then how does that convert? And direct and social, and it goes down the list basically. We could even drill into this some more and look at like a source medium report and say, well, aside from just the channels, maybe we're looking at Google CPC and how much traffic are we driving from mobile compared to desktop, and how is that converting as well. So by using this second method to analyze mobile traffic, it gives us access to the full suite of reports. And that's what segmentation, that's why we like it so much, is it gives us that full suite of reports where we can really dial in and drill into the very specifics of mobile versus non-mobile. Now I want to review, just from an analyst standpoint, what you're looking at with mobile. What are some of the things you want to pay attention to? So first off, and this can be at several different levels, but just in general, understanding how mobile converts compared to desktop is really important. So if we look at Google Analytics here, or Google Organic here, right, all of our Google Organic traffic, we can see that mobile traffic actually converts at 0.34% versus desktop, which is only 0.08%, right? That's pretty significant. We're seeing that mobile traffic is actually converting better on mobile devices. Maybe your website, it converts a lot worse. Doesn't necessarily mean that something's wrong there. It just means that, that is the fact, right? And you may look at your business model and say, yeah, but mobile traffic isn't going to convert better because it's a lot harder to convert, or because, they're probably kicking tires on mobile and I know they really have to convert on desktop for some reason. So, as an analyst, you got to kind of combine the business model and the website and the goals and the way it's all structured. But if you see something completely unexpected here, that's what you want to start digging into, right? You want to start trying to figure out if your entire website is just made for mobile conversions and your product is very mobile and it's something that people only search for on the go and it's just not converting, that's the outlier that you want to sort of start, honing in on. In addition to that, you want to look at things like cost per conversion for mobile traffic. So if you got paid search, a lot of paid search traffic, and you can look at mobile versus desktop traffic, and what is it costing you to get a conversion? What is the return on ad spend based on mobile versus desktop? These are the types of things that we'd really recommend looking into. But obviously for each site and each business goal, those could be very, very different things. So really quick tutorial. Those are really the two ways just to get started in mobile traffic analytics. Ask questions below on YouTube. Join us on LearnDigitalAdvertising.com. We hope to see you soon. Thank you.